Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another edition, another group day here of the HomeStory Cup. HomeStory Cup 28 Revelation Retake Group Stage, Group C. I'm of course HSCXXVIII with him, joined by these amazing players and by the people in the chat as well. Welcome one and all. It has been what, a couple of hours since our last cast. We were of course live with Sparkling Tuna Cup last night with our weekly open tournaments, but now we are here. Now we are back with what? We are back with the HomeStory Cup Group Stage coverage. Again, we've been slowly working through the groups one by one. Group A, B, we are halfway through Group C, and we have the other half ready for us. Let's go. Let us go. Again, a lot of matches, a lot of games, a lot of StarCraft has been ongoing over the past month. It's been we're catching up. We're catching up on all the games, catching up on all the StarCraft. Let's go. Let's go. As we switch things over and catch up on our matches for today's broadcast. As you can see here, we have 5 best of 3s. 5 best of 3s. When it comes to the groups themselves, it is a round robin group stage, so everyone plays against everyone. We already went through half of these matches. We already went through 5 of them, and now we have another 5, 10 in total. First we have Big Gay versus Harstem in a TvP, followed by Alazer versus Clem, Alazer versus Christiana, Fiant versus Harstem, and Clem versus HeRoMaRinE at the end of the broadcast. Let's go. 5 best ofs. Let's go, Bible. Let's go. Again, for the other groups, we only had 1 broadcast day per group, but here for Group C, there were so many more high-profile matches that we had to cover. Even more than that, we had to delve in. We had to. Oh my god. Group D is going to be similar. Group D also, we do have a 2 days worth of coverage. 2 days worth of broadcast for Group D before getting into the playoffs themselves. We'll get there, but we'll get there. Likewise, when it comes to the rest of our schedule for the rest of the week, we're going to be live later on this evening with some Picasso Cup 64 replay coverage alongside the OSC Elite Rising Star tomorrow. We have Picasso Cup on a Wednesday. We have What Is V Mondays on Wednesday, more HomeStory Cup, and of course MSO and STC over the weekend. We'll get there. We will get there. For the time being, though, we're going to be jumping into our first series of the broadcast. Again, Harstem versus HeRoMaRinE. Game 1 is going to be on White Rabbits. Let's go. Let us go. Spawning in the top right hand corner of White Rabbits, we have the red Terran player. We have the German Terran representing Mouse. It is HeRoMaRinE. And spawning in the bottom hand corner, we have the blue Protoss player from the land of the Netherlands representing Shopify Rebellion. It is a Harstem. Here we go. We're jumping into our TvP. Big Gabe, of course, yesterday we were covering him in the first half of the group stage, and he was popping off. He did have a banger of a match against Christiana, went all the way to the ace match. We're going to delve into that back and forth. We'll see how Big Gabe compares to Harstem here in our fresh best of. Let's go. We'll see how they adjust their approaches, more importantly, just because we did cover Harstem versus Clem, and it was a much shorter series, much more aggressive series as well. Harstem went for an all-in and then got all-in himself. Again, Harstem is one of the most standard of players. He often does give some quirkier builds and quirkier styles, and does typically kind of avoid or try to find his own way in the meta at times. So we'll see. We'll see how he does approach this, especially loading into White Rabbits. White Rabbit, which is known for more mid to late game play, one of the larger maps of the map pool, longer rush distance by ground, and a relatively defendable 4 base setup. We'll get there. For now, double gas opener out of Big Gabe. To set up here, we'll be able to take up and get into his factory that much faster. So a faster factory before CC, a more tech heavy start out of our Terran player. Meanwhile, Harstem just going gate expand into cyber core. So standard opener here out of Harstem. Big Gabe himself, he does go for a faster factory, but also actually goes for a faster reactor as well. Okay, no Marine, no early Reaper. And with this, we can get into Reactor Reaper Hellion here. So that is on the mind here for Big Gabe. We'll see how hard he commits. Shall see. Now the players are going to be settling in. Cybercore is done. We'll soon be getting into our take of choice. And there are the Reactor Reapers. Now, to commit this hard and to commit this heavily here on one base before expanding, this is meant to deal damage, referring to getting into the mineral lines, dealing economic damage, getting into the probes. We'll see what game can get done here. The scouting probe here will be able to confirm the reactor, and we'll be able to confirm the Reapers as well. Harstem at least is aware that Gabe is expanding. Not unheard of to see a one base still in, but is unheard of on a larger map like White Rabbits. 2 Reapers move out, and do we go up to 4? Do we cut early? Big Gabe does fan out. Opening up. Okay. Double Reaper Hellion. Only 2 Reapers and 1 Hellion. Ooh, I have to get rid of the Tuning Cup. True. Did cast that last night, but we don't double down. We could have gone into another set of Reapers and Hellions, but no, we're going to be switching already into our tech lab, into marine production. Only a light commitment here by Big Gabe. Very light. So that's taking to the shade. They catch out the first Reaper. Harstem gets dragged out into the open, and we're going straight for the mineral line. Thankfully, there is one more adept on the high ground. Hellion's being focused down, and the Hellion will fall. Big A does get a full scout, but no economic damage. So Gabe confirms the Twilight Council, the gateway. So far, it is going to be a 3-gate blink. Okay, so 3-gate blink into a robo safe play here by Harstem. And Gabe across the map went for the add-on stop, going into Cloak Banshee. Oh, okay. A cheeky setup here from Big Gabe. Harstem himself is currently in the dark. I believe no sentry. Yep, no sentry. He has to rely on the adepts instead to scout. He's reliant on the adepts. Oh, Tells in the shade. So far, Gabe is keeping up. And may have stopped the tank, but has not seen the Banshee. Now, back at home, thankfully there is detection. It was a robot before expanding, so detection is available. You got a couple Stalkers in the main. Battery as well. Battery also somewhat at the natural. And we'll see. As we've already built up to 2 Banshees. Bearing in mind 2 Banshees can one-shot probes, so even with the battery that will not matter. Harstem building up into his bay, getting to colossal production, and we'll see how many losses he does sustain here to the Banshees. Thankfully there is one observer back at home. Observer back at home. We have a couple of Stalkers as well. There's an answer to the Banshee. Oh, Mainami moves out. Okay, so as the Banshee is harassed, Gabe, he's pushing towards the 3rd. Oh. Banshees, they make their way in. Oh no, the transfer! Probes, they transfer at the wrong moment. Mainami does engage. Oh, catching up 1, 2 Stalkers already. Oh, almost 3. Yeah, hefty losses there for Harstem already. 7 probe kills, getting into 8, getting into 9. And just collapsing in the army. Yeah, just collapsing on the main army here. Extra free damage. Harstem, he's in so much danger. I don't know if he can deal with this. He's going to go for the blink. He's going for the dive. Gets 1 tank. Gets 1. He should get both tanks. But oh, at a cost. He's going to lose every single Stalker. Hefty losses of Harstem. GG gets called. There is nothing left. And Big Gabe takes game number 1. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Again, that was not meant to kill, that was not meant to end the game. Gabe was setting up for an expansion behind that, but alas, he was able to pull Harstem apart. Harstem had some hefty losses in the center. Unfortunately, he was distracted, and we lost, what, around 3 Stalkers ahead of time in the center of the map. That allowed Gabe to just commit even harder. On top of that, Banshee's getting free damage as well. The observers were out of position, and the observer never got a full scout of the main base. Harstem was never aware that Banshees were coming his way. GG. GG, well played. With that, Big Gabe does snowball control, and now we're going to be loading into game number 2. Going to be getting into game 2 here, going to be loading into Winter Madness. We'll see if Harstem can recover, bounce back, and actually get into his game. I will say that, is that in game 1, Big Gabe, he kind of built up to his move outs, he built up to his timing, and Harstem was unable to really keep up. But we'll see if this time we can actually delve into more of a back and forth. Let's go. This morning in the top left-hand corner of Winter Madness, we have the red Terran player. We have the red Terran, we have the German Terran representing Mouse. It is HeRoMaRinE. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the blue Protoss player representing Shopify Rebellion. From the land of the Netherlands, it is Harstem. go. Oh, hello, Slow Joe. Hello, Solens. Vile in the chats. Bienvenidos, bienvenidos. Bienvenidos. Getting into our best of 3. And HeRoMaRinE once again going for a double gas opener. Double gas, faster factory, delayed CC. Once again going for a more tech heavy start. Again, coming into this, we don't really get to cast much Harstem just because he's not really as much of an active player nowadays. Does sign up every now and then for like a Monday night weekly, for example, or maybe every now and then for Wardy TV Monday. But again, it's a little bit more rare to kind of cover his matches. So I'm excited to see how he has been adjusting his TvP or his PvT. Again, we did see some quirky builds out of Harstem already in the previous broadcast. I'm ready for more. Yeah, I'm ready for more. God, I gotta... God damn it. I'll get rid of the tune-up. I'll get rid of it. It's my urge. Every time. For those that are curious, you can't remove the logos mod while you're in-game because it's currently being utilized. Wait till we're out of game. Now this time we do have a deviation. This time it's Reaper first. Reaper first into the reactor. Last game was reactor first, so we do have a slight adaptation here. On HeRoMaRinE, he does shut down the initial scouting probe. And behind this, we'll see if he goes into another wave of Reaper Hellion. I will say that Harstem, he had a really nice defense early on in the last game, shutting down the Hellion, shutting down the initial Reaper. It was a nice start. Didn't lose any workers. It was the mid game. It was the aftermath. And Harstem was lacking. So Reaper does poke in, and it looks like it's only going to be one Reaper. Reactive Marine production instead. Or even just canceling. Yeah, so no Hellions, no additional Reapers. HeRoMaRinE instead taking up in towards said Cyclone. And I do like this out of Big Gabe. Again, I did just mention that that Harstem, he had a stronger defense last game, and this time Gabe doesn't even bother. Does already shift gears. Setting up for his own early drop. For his own early move out. Harstem once again not cutting corners. 2 more gates being thrown down. 3 gate blink. On a larger map like Winter Madness, I would say that more Brittle Stars are tempted to go into a faster third base, but Harstem's playing very safe. Very safe. Doesn't expand. And Gabe confirms. He confirms no expansion. Marines and Cyclone, they load up. Loads on up. Oh, okay, getting into earlier stim. Stim is on the way. 2 more maxes. It's often that we do see like a Raven follow-up or even Banshee follow-up like we saw last game, but this time straight into stim. As we jump into the mineral line, no safety shield battery, so probes are going to be denied. It denies mining, Reaper into the main. Ooh, gets shut down. But Harstem cannot deal with this. With 3 Stalkers, with a Sentry, with another Adept, he should be okay. Yeah, we'll zone this back. Despite that nice damage, getting a Pylon, 2 probes, and denying mining time with a natural. Nice start here for Big Gabe, considering he didn't lose his Cyclone or his Medevac. As Gabe does pull out. And Harstem expands. Setup will expand. And once again, Harstem taking up in towards Colossus. Ooh. Does take a tank shot to the face. Harstem has to be careful. Again, it's all just about engaging and delaying any kind of move outs. Harstem does not need to commit. And Gabe is still being very active here. Rallying across with another tank. Stim is now finishing up. Oh, and he got, gee, we're just going for a 2-ace all in. He pulls the boys. Yeah, boys are being pulled. Adepts, they confirm. And Harstem, he has to get ready back at home. The Colossus is not going to be out in time. Oh, nice pick up though. Gets a medevac. Takes down a medevac. Doesn't get the tank, but once again, very nice force fields. Oh my god. Escape barely saves both tanks. But again, this choke point is brutal. Okay, he cannot make it through. Ah, no more force fields though. Yeah, no more force fields. But Harstem successfully slowing this down. Disruptors on the way. Other reason for this is disruptors they made faster than Colossus. It's all about time. Time is of the essence. No battery at the third base. Bunker's going to be thrown down. Dives on the first tank. He gets one. Oh, but he's going to lose everything. Yeah, he's going to lose every single stalker. Aye, aye, aye. That was not worth the blink. Not like this. Never goes off. The splits. Oh my god. Does grace the army. Decent Nova. But Gabe, he's done it. Gabe, he's breaking through. Boys are being pulled. Harstem getting desperate. Let's try to force some friendly fire. One tank is going to go down, but GG gets called. GG gets called. HeRoMaRinE, he will claim the series 2-0, advancing or taking down Harstem. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Harstem did an amazing job when it came to engaging at a time, slowing down the all-in. The Adepts, they caught the SCVs. He was able to force field the center of the map as well. He was able to catch out the first Cyclone. All that was great. Unfortunately, behind that, remember, he was going for the faster Bay. Was taking up, I should say, with a Forge, with a Bay, instead of getting extra warp-ins, instead of getting shield batteries. His defenses back at home were lacking. He needed a little bit more time, needed more warp-ins, and he was broken. It's broken then and there. Also, that blink was brutal. When he blinked into the army, he lost every single stalker. GG. GG, well played. And with that, HeRoMaRinE does claim the first series of the broadcast. And with that, we have more matches to come. Gabe.